Hey everyone, it's Jack, and today I'm doing something a little bit different. I'm out here taking a walk. It's one of those rare fall days where you have perfect weather and it's warm, nearly 60 degrees. And for Pennsylvania to have sunshine and perfect weather like this, it's really kind of rare for November. This is usually when it's snowing and cold and raining. And it just kind of reminded me that this is the kind of stuff that's easy to get detached from when you're constantly on the computer and you're doing all kinds of technical stuff like being in your operating system or programming or anything that you do. And so I can't really stress enough how important it is to be able to disconnect from all that. You should always take at least an hour just to unplug and do something that has nothing to do with technology. Especially when you're a Linux user, Linux can actually become a hobby. It's a lot more than just an environment. For example, on Windows, for most people, that's just an environment to get your work done. Oops. And so Windows is kind of restrictive. You can't really do much with it. It's not really something that most people would see as a hobby, but more as a place to get your work done and fight viruses and spyware and all that other stuff and get aggravated, which in itself is probably a good reason to just kind of unplug. But with Linux, there's so much more that you can do with it. You can modify it and customize it and script it, and it's secure. You don't have to worry about spyware, being spied on, and all this other stuff that you got to put up with in Windows. So as a result, you spend a lot more time in it, tweaking and playing and programming, and you can blow through a whole day in front of your computer without even thinking about it. And so all that time in front of the computer can really just kind of accelerate your life. Heck, I've had times when I was working on programming projects and other things like that, and I could blow through a whole week like it was a day. And the week would be gone, and I'd wonder what happened and not even leave the house. And that's not a good thing. Oops, big puddle. And so that's real easy to get that way, and that could lead to all kinds of issues, health problems, and at the very least, and at the most, before you know it, another puddle. Years can go by, and you're at the end of your life, and then what? You look back and say, wow, all I did was sit in front of my computer. So you don't want to go there. You got to take time to get out and unplug, and you should do that at least an hour every day. At least. Just turn everything off. If it's a cold, rainy day and you can't get out, then just turn off your stuff. Turn off your TV and your computer, and especially the news. And forget about all that, and then just pick up something, pick up a book, play a board game with your friends, and on a nice day, get out, take a walk, or go down to the gym and work out. Go rollerblading. That's what I like to do. So many people get detached from what's out here. And look at this. There's so much that we lose track of because we spend all that time in front of the computer. I remember when I was a kid, I'd spend the whole day outside many times just doing all kinds of things. And so now I think what happens is most people, most kids, their idea of a normal day is playing games on the console from sun up to sundown, if their parents will let them. And then everything revolves around video games or what's on the phone or the iPad, Fortnite and all that, you know. most people, I think, have been kind of out of touch with real life. So my message is just be careful not to get too jacked in. Always set aside some time during the day to get out and unplug from technology and smell the roses a little bit. And you'll find that when you get back doing whatever it is you got to do on your computer, you're going to have a fresher mind and you're going to have a much easier time getting things done because you have a fresher perspective, and you're going to find out you're healthier. But if you're at work and you're in a situation where you're trapped in front of your computer for 8 hours a day, still you should at the very least take a little bit of time every half hour to just stretch. Get up, stretch, go use the bathroom, just do something to move around a little bit, because being sedentary is really dangerous to your health. And it also clears the cobwebs. So this is stuff that I like to do before I actually create a Linux video online, as I like to unplug a little bit, let my mind get a little clear, and then get into the technology stuff. And so if you try that, even just for a week, you're going to figure out that your mind is clearer, you feel better, you have more energy, and it's a lot easier to get things done. And if you're a programmer or you've done anything where it takes a lot of processing power up here to get things done, or you're trying to write a new program or learn how to program, any of that stuff, you know that feeling where you spend hours working on things, and after a while you start feeling kind of burned out and your brain is starting to hurt. And that's because you're way overdue to get out and get away from that screen. So I guess that's really kind of my point there. Linux is probably one of my favorite hobbies, but so is my computer all the way around. There's so many things I do on Linux besides make videos. Whether it is writing programs, cool applications, day trading, whatever. As much fun as it is to be on there, it's even more fun to get out, unplug, get your heart beating, and get fresh air in your lungs. And on a day like this, you can't pass it up. So yeah, that's my little rant there. Just wanted to share that with you. Just doing a little something different. And hopefully this helped. If it did, don't forget to leave that thumbs up. And hit subscribe. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you next time.